From swimming to golfing, from canoeing to tennis, whatever your favorite sport may be, there is a chance that it is one of the 40 events held at the Olympics. Every 4 years, athletes from across the globe gather to compete while viewers at home eagerly watch to see who will take home the gold medals and make their country proud. This year, 100-meter sprinter Shaun Gill was the only athlete from Belize. We spoke with Giovanni Alamia, Vice President of the Belize Olympic Commonwealth Games Association, to get the answers to one question on the minds of many Belizeans. Why just one?
It's a long process, so it's not something that just happens overnight, right? Besides him being recommended by the National Federation here, he also needs to be approved by the International Federation, World Athletics, and by the Organizing Committee of Paris and the IOC. So it's not just submit a name and you go, unless you qualify, right? In Shaun's case, he didn't qualify, so we had an invitational slot that was awarded to him in the 100. So we did have opportunity to maybe send people in, other athletes in the 100 or the 800, male or female, sailing and kayaking, but the results for the 800 and the kayaking and the sailing didn't meet the minimum standards that the as mentioned committees needed, so we weren't awarded slots for them.
The lack of representation at the Olympics does not reflect a lack of talent in Belize. In recent months, athletes such as Amorette Bandman and Gareth Bruce inspired hope in Belizeans for their prowess in their respective disciplines. According to Alamia, the gap is in the policies.
So when it comes to the ones that just won the medals, there's a difference between weightlifting and powerlifting, right? So one is recognized by the International Olympic Committee and the other isn't, right? So they don't have a recognized national federation or an international federation that's recognized by the IOC. So we weren't able to submit their names for that, right? So again, there's a lot of little things that the general public needs to understand. It's not just, send someone, right? There are procedures and policies in place that it goes down, right? It's from the International Olympic Committee to the International Federation and then to the Belize Olympic Committee.
It is no secret that sports are severely underfunded in Belize, from a lack of resources to the degradation of training facilities. Returning Olympian Shaun Gill says that more effort needs to be invested in assisting athletes if Belize is to have better representation at the Games.
It's going to take heavy investment from the sporting bodies here in Belize, obviously heavy investment from the government. We do need the fan support from, our Belizeans. And aside from that, especially with track and field, we don't necessarily have the facilities. So most people, not even just the Caribbean countries, but most people leave their country to find better environments for training. Even some of the great world-class athletes, they leave their country and go to Jamaica because they know that Jamaica is the mecca for sprinting, so we kind of have to look at it and, start doing the same. But it takes a lot. I mentioned in one interview and it kind of went viral, but all I said was the resources here are not as great. That's literally what I said, and it's the truth, So I don't know who's responsible for it, but we need to start working on it because sports is a big deal, and sports unite all athletes.
There is much work to be done before the 2028 Olympics, but Belizeans remain hopeful for the future of sports in the country.
It's a matter of getting the national federations recognized. And it's not just start a national federation and do it. Again, there's so many policies and procedures in place, and it's a lot of little things that come into play. So, for instance, I received a message yesterday that cricket will be in LA 2028. We're going to send a team. So yes, we can if they qualify. Right? So a lot of things need to be done in the next 4 years or 3 years to be able to get to LA 2028.
Britney Gordon for News 5.